football going head to head today. The atmosphere is electric. So many stars on show and everyone is excited and ready for this one. Kick off next here on EA TV.
A warm welcome to you from the Emirates Stadium. I'm Guy Mowbray and the former England forward Sue Smith is with me for commentary. And we've got live Premier League action for you today. It's Arsenal and they take on Manchester United.
Thanks, Guy. Well, I can't wait for this one. Both sets of fans are...
Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory. I am recording this on Sunday the 1st of December. I wanted to wait until after the Liverpool City game at Anfield before I recorded this. It finished 2-0 to Liverpool. City were absolutely atrocious. I think it's the worst I've ever seen them. I don't know what's going on, but the one thing I will say before I start talking about our upcoming game, I think it's done. I think it's done. Liverpool are 9 points clear now. Means we have to. I don't know the maths exactly. I think it's 3 points. We have to better off Liverpool by 3 points. I don't know if I'd go as far as to say Man City are out of the title race because you can never count off Man City. You could just imagine in January they just go on a mad run, but obviously that depends on other results. But at the moment, Liverpool just look unbeatable. They were really good against Real Madrid. They were really good today. I don't know, like they just don't look like they're beatable. So, you know, despite the fact we were 10 minutes away from beating them at the Emirates. And imagine what it's going to be like when we have to go to Anfield, whenever that is. So yeah, 9 points clear of us. We're joint second with, by alphabetical order, with Chelsea, who won 3-0 against Aston Villa at Stamford Bridge today. Again, even in that game, I felt like Aston Villa were poor, and I think I said when somebody said that I think when Villa lost the game badly the other day, someone said to me, "Oh, I can't believe Villa lost." I was like, Unai Emery. It's just the way it happened. Like Unai, every time when he was Arsenal manager, it used to happen. There'd be games where we weren't expected to win, and we'd win, and then there'd be games where we were expected to win, and we'd get something out of, and we'd get battered. And that's kind of how it felt today. But yeah, Liverpool, man, I don't know how they're going to be stopped. But there's no point in concentrating on it. We've got to do what we've got to do. We've put ourselves in a little bit of a better position than we did maybe 2-3 weeks ago. But having said that, Manchester United are next. I've said this before, but it's a fixture that has been big in my life as an Arsenal fan for a very, very long time. As big, if not in some cases bigger than Spurs. I mean, a lot of people would say that's sacrilege to say as an Arsenal fan. But the two fixtures I always look out for every season when the fixtures come out in July is Spurs and Man United. Those are the two I always look at. Obviously in the last couple of years I've been looking at the City fixtures as well and the Liverpool fixtures, but yeah, normally it's Man United and Spurs that I'm always looking out for. I'm a little bit worried going into this game, if I can be honest, and I know people that probably watch this channel. I mean, I don't get very much interaction, but yeah, I can imagine people think I'm very pessimistic a lot of the time. Man United have now won 2 in a row. They beat Bodo Glimt 3-2. They were 2-1 down at one point, and they beat Everton 4-0 today. Obviously, it wasn't on TV, so I don't know how they performed. They must have done well if they've won the game 4-0. But I think that, as I said, I think this is the start of their new manager bounce. I think we're going to play them when they start to hit form. And they always seem to, even in their worst period, which was the latter part of last season under Erik ten Hag, they still turned up, and we only managed to beat them 1-0 to take the league title, the title race into the last day of the season. So I'm a little bit nervous about this game, as I always am when I play when Arsenal play Man United every single season, even regardless of whether we're in bad form or they're in bad form or vice versa. I always think I'm always nervous going into this game, either because it's the type of game that you know that we could drop points in or we could lose in, but it's also, you know, a game where we could get embarrassed, which would be ridiculous because United have been terrible of late, and if we somehow like lose to them 3-0, it would be slightly embarrassing, to be honest. But in the last 5 fixtures, I'm just looking on the Premier League website now, and the last 5 fixtures, we have won 4, which is crazy. I didn't realize that. We've won 4 out of the last 5 against United. The last time they beat us was at Old Trafford in September 2022. I remember that. That was I think that was the game where Martinelli scored in the first like 2 minutes and it was offside. I think it was one of the first times VAR was... No, I don't think it was the first time VAR was used, but I think it was the first season where VAR was used, I believe. But yeah, so I reckon, and in those 5 games, 3 of them have been at the Emirates, and we've won all 3 of them by 3 goals. So obviously last season, last season we won 3-1. Season before that was the Declan Rice last minute winner. So yeah, we've got a good record we've got a good record at home against them, and you know, in that time, I believe they've had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as their manager, Ralf Rangnick as their like interim manager, Erik ten Hag, and now Ruben Amorim. So in that time, we up to Wednesday, would have played them with 4 different managers. So that's not bad, to be honest. That's not a bad record. And this is, you know, I grew up in the time where United was slapping the shit out of us every time we played them. It was very rare. It was on a very rare occasion where we would beat them. Normally, when we either went on to win the league or win a cup or something, like win an FA Cup or something like that. I remember that season where I think 02-03 when we lost the league at away at Bolton, and then losing 3-2 to Leeds at Highbury. And in that FA Cup run that season, I think we had to beat them in the quarterfinal. I want to say quarterfinal. We beat them 2-0. Edu and Pires scored the goals, or was it Henry and Pires? I know Edu scored the second goal. He scored a free kick, but I can't remember whether it's Pires that scored the first goal, or Henry that scored the first goal. But anyway, that's the only time I've ever really seen us beat Man United. It's only really been in the last, since Arteta's been there, really, that I've seen us like consistently beat Man United. And this is why I'm not getting ahead of myself. This is why I'm not sitting here saying, oh yeah, we're going to smash them and all this sort of stuff. I don't do that anyway, but I'm not going to do that now, regardless of the fact that, you know, they've been poor for quite a while now. I just think I said when Amorim took over that I've just got this funny feeling that this is going to be the manager that's going to work. The certain unknown, like he's only really been known recently since, you know, he took over at Sporting. You know, there weren't really many people shouting the houses about him. There was rumours that he was going to take over from Pep Guardiola when he eventually left Man City, which might happen sooner now that City are in this really dire run of form. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I've just got a feeling that things are just going to click now. And they've already, you know, gone and battered Everton, which is probably a game under Ten Hag they would have struggled, or they would have just about won, or only got out of there with a point. So yeah, this is what I was worried about, playing them in their new manager bouts. If Erik ten Hag was still the manager, I'd be a little bit more confident. But now I'm sort of a little bit worried about about what's going to happen. We've also got more injuries to talk of, not only just Ben White, which I think I mentioned in either the last video or the video before that, but Thomas Partey didn't start, which I didn't realise. Wasn't in the squad at all. Don't know whether that's injury or whether that was I think it was a last minute pull. I think he was pulled at the last minute. Gabriel went off after being punched in the face. And Jakub Kiwior came on after half time, and Calafiori almost went off as well, holding his groin apparently. So these are another 3 players that we're going to be looking at to see whether they're ready. And it's a quick turnaround after Wednesday. Regardless of what happens, we're then back down at Craven Cottage against Fulham on Sunday. So yeah, it's getting to that time of year. It's getting to that time of year where the games are coming thick and fast, and we've not had the best luck this season with injuries. And already it seems like when we felt like we were just coming out of it, Erdegaard's back. We've started winning again. We're starting to get these injuries again. White, Partey, Calafiori, especially on the wing back side of things, with Ben White out at least until January, with this potential injury to Calafiori. Who are we going to play at left back? Kivior. Either that, or we're going to have to bring back in Kieran Tierney, which, I wouldn't say no to, but it's going backwards slightly. I think we've, unfortunately, as much as I thought he was a good player when he came in, when Wenger signed him, I think it was Wenger that signed him. I don't like saying things that I'm not. Oh, not him. 29. Oh no, Emery signed him. So when Emery signed him, I think he was a good player, but when he had a really serious injury the following season, and just hasn't really been able to recover that form since. He's one of our best players in that sort of 18-19 season. I think it was 18-19. That would have been 19-20, wouldn't it? Yeah, he was actually one of our best players, and then had an injury and just completely fell off a cliff, fell out of favour with Arteta, and went on loan to Real Sociedad. Didn't really have a great time there because, again, he was plagued with injury. I think he came back, played one game for Scotland in the Euros, was done again, injury. I think what he's there for now is probably on sale or out for a loan in January. Not really too sure whether he'll play for Arsenal again, to be honest. But I wouldn't say no. If he was the only option, I'm pretty sure he would play. So, yeah. It'll be interesting to see what lineup. Oh yeah, Marino wasn't there either. I didn't realise that until later on. I think Harry Symeou was talking about it on Chronicles of a Gooner, that Mikel Marino wasn't in the squad either. So that's a worry. So that's another central midfielder out, potentially out as well. So it'll be interesting to see who Arteta lines up. But yeah, hopefully we'll field a team that's good enough to beat Man United. We'll have to see. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I will be back. I'll be back after the game on Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of this simulation. Like and subscribe if you can, if you want to. And yeah, take care and stay safe.
So, something for Arsenal to bite on now as the game restarts. Rashford trying his luck. Flag up here, offside. Leandro Trossard. Pushing forward now to make the right choice. Fernandez. Rashford. And the game stops with the award of a free kick.
Substitution for Arsenal. Coming off the pitch, number 19, Leandro Trossard. To be replaced by number 30, Raheem Sterling.
And he's made it easy for the keeper with that one. Sterling. They could get caught out on the break here. United recovering possession well. Delivered towards the back stick. Well, not quite fully away here. And that must be so disappointing for them.
Well, you can tell the crowd sensed something here. It's getting late, but they're really pushing the team on now.
Nicely played through. That's a decent stop by the goalkeeper. Arsenal with acres of space to attack. Chops inside now. Oh, and he's left his man behind. A little sloppy on the ball there. Breaking at pace, this could be dangerous. Just needs the composure now. Well, a fantastic break, but not such a fantastic end product. Goal kick.
Yeah, it was all good until the final effort. Shows you just how devastating they can be on the counter, though.
Substitution for Arsenal. Coming off the pitch, number 31, Declan Rice. To be replaced by number 5, Thomas Partey.
Jorginho. Well, with full time approaching, the Arsenal fans won't be happy with how things stand, and there's not long to put it right.
Well, from an attacking perspective, this has been great to watch. They've moved the ball quickly, with quality, but really sloppy defensively. They've given the ball away far too easily. Still have enough time to snatch an equaliser, though.
Possession lost just at the point of something happening. Chance for the breakaway here. Having a try. That's not a bad save at all. Delivered into the box. It's not the best of clearances. Good run. Now, can he pick out the right option? And that's nicely won to see off the threat. No time to dwell on the ball. Well, a bit of a clumsy challenge, and the ref blows for a free kick. Making decent progress here. Having a try, but it's a tame try, or at least that's how the goalkeeper's made it appear. Sterling. Well, that brings a close to the match. A frustrating day here for Arsenal, far from at their best, and it's 3 points dropped.
Yeah, it was a real below-par performance from them. They never really got going, did they? They certainly need to move on quickly and pick up for the next game.
Well, of all the players we've seen today, none have shone more brightly than he has. What are your thoughts on that performance, Sue?
He was certainly one of the standouts, a threat throughout, just never stopped running, and when the chances came, he took them well.